So I don't know why this thing did that. I literally switched the audio to the Rodecaster before I started, and it switched back to the mic, or it switched back to the computer. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Um, I hate StreamYard sometimes. I really do. I really do. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think they did that to me because I switched cards on them and they ain't got the payment yet. Because my God, I literally checked everything before I left. I'm seeing the levels on the Rodecaster go up and down, and I'm like, yay, my audio's working like it's supposed to. All right. You know what? You know what? Rewind. I'm not gonna make y'all sit through all of that because we're doing this for an hour and I'm out. I gotta go to work in the morning. So we'll start over. Welcome back to Thursday nights with Tech King Mike. I am your man, Tech King Mike. Let's do this from the beginning. As y'all can see, I literally just got off work not too long ago. Was listening in to gadget chats while I was driving. So shout out to the homegirls of tech. Just got done not too long ago, and was on my way home trying to park the rig. As to why I still look like I just left the construction site. But let's go down the list and do this right. LaShawn, holla at your boy, was here. What's up? What's up? Raymond Williams, Barry, Jason, Shay, Mike West, Wallace, Jeff, Eric, Juan, Tech Valor, Digital Slang, Sean, Tech Ray. Oh man. All right. And also thank you for the $10 super chat, brother Barry. I appreciate it, man. Yes, 1600. We are chopping it up tonight, celebrating 1600 subs on the channel. So the channel just crossed 1600 subs last night. So we are celebrating that tonight. And yeah, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. My man LaShawn with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And let's see. Tech for your needs is in the building. What up? Cecil Betty is here. What's up, man? So yeah, like I said, we are celebrating 1600 subs tonight, man. Like I was not expecting to hit it that fast. I wanted to hit my goal of 1500 before the end of last year, and I was able to just barely edge it out right after Christmas. So to have gone from 1500 to 1600 in a little under a month feels pretty good. Definitely still working on trying to be more consistent and get more content out to you guys. Obviously, y'all already know S21 content is finna be flying through the roof in the next couple of days and weeks to come. So get ready for that because I have an S21 coming tomorrow, and then I have another one coming next week. So I will explain that in a video. But yes, I have one coming tomorrow and another one to coming next week. So that will be explained in tomorrow's video once I get that phone and I get it unboxed and I get it out there. Yeah, I'm excited. I've been watching reviews. I need to stop watching reviews before I get a device because I tend to kind of formulate an expectation before I even get it in hand. But then I also have this overwhelming expectation of let me use it myself and see how I feel about it. And I am somewhat excited about the S21 Ultra, somewhat cautious because I'm not really sure. This might be the first S line that I might not keep the whole, for a while, because last year I kept mine for several months, then I sold it off. But we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% sure yet. So let's see. So Digital Slang say congrats. I appreciate that, sir. See, Ivan is in the building. What's up? What's up? Eric said, good stuff, bro. 1600 euro on the way. Congratulations. Hey, Eric, I'm just trying to get like you, big dog. Just trying to get like you, big dog. Hey, Easy Computer Solutions is in the building. What's up, peeps? What's up, Eric? What's up, Eric? Watched Eric's members only video yesterday. What's his face? Eric was over there caressing that box a little bit too firmly. If y'all ask me, he was caressing it a little bit too aggressively. I need somebody to check on that box and that phone and make sure it's okay, because Eric was really getting fancy with that thing. Okay. So It says, congrats in Norwegian. If I say this wrong, Ivan, please let me know. I'm gonna try to say it right because I used to live in Germany, so I might be able to say it right. But is it a gratulere? Gratulere? I'm probably said that all wrong, but I still gave it a shot. I used to know a little bit of German, but that was like 20 years ago. We were there from like 97 to 2000. I definitely don't know any of it now. I know how to say woher bist du, which is how are you? Woher bist du? I know how to say that. I used to know how to ask how old are you, but I don't know how to do that anymore. But yeah, so Juan said he goes blackout before reviewing a gadget. You know, Juan, I might need to start doing that. Might be the best thing to do. So Eric said it's outside of my price range. At this point, I'm just living vicariously through my favorite YouTubers. So I will watch all the content. Hey, man. T said it's solid. I just don't like the feel of it. I'm not a fan of the Victus glass on the back. You know, T, I thought about that. And I thought about what me and you talked about. And I thought about how many times I've told you I didn't like the feel of it. And then it just kind of hit me. I'm gonna have a case on it. So I don't know. Like, it's weird. You know, like, you know, it's there even with the case on, but then it's kind of like, you know, it is what it is. Hey, Mark Coleman with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. I like doing Mark's dance. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Let's see. Hey, Savar Sinst is in the house. What up? What up? But yeah, man. So I'll tell you guys, and y'all will just see the content when it comes. Tomorrow is going to be the S21 because I wanted to really see how much of a difference it was between the S21 with the glass stick back and the S21 Ultra with the glass back, because the glass back to me feels like the glass stick back. So I wanted to find out if there was a big difference. I wanted people to be able to see what you're really getting. And also I have plans for that S21 because I know somebody who I'm going to give the phone to. So it's kind of I'm not really sure. Some people have been talking about the way it feels. I've seen people say the phone is heavy. You know, we just went through a lot of that with this thing right here, where everyone and their mother was talking about how heavy it was and how it doesn't do split screen and how it's so wide and the sharp edges, and it's just such a horrible device, just such a horrible damn phone. And yet they still have one and they still use it all the time. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But me personally, I am looking forward to the S21 Ultra. I'm looking forward to that. Tech Valor, you hush. You hush, Tech Valor. Don't let Cecil know about our secret. Don't you let Cecil know about our secret. All right, so Ivan said almost right, good enough. Give it a shot. I'll take that. Sean, act like you don't see me in the chat. T said, I heard that the S21 back feels real cheap. You know, T, that's what I heard as well. That's why I want to see. Because what I'm wanting to find out personally is I'm wanting to find out if Samsung is essentially helping us to tell the difference. Because if I pick up the S21 Ultra in one hand, and then I pick up the S21 in the other hand, and I can't tell a difference, why is there such a high premium for the glass when the glass stick has gotten so good you can't tell the difference anymore? Personally, I had the S20 FE. I used the S20 FE for a while and ended up returning it because I just didn't really care for the glass stick back. I didn't really care for it like that. So, you know, we will see what happens. I'm curious. I did get the silver color because you know, call it crazy, call it what you want. I was a band nerd in high school and we were known as the Black and Silver Brigade. So I got naturally the black S21 Ultra and I got the silver S21. So those are the two colors you will see on the channel. Also, that doggone D brand skin that Marquez put out, the icons, you know, I was going to leave D brand alone this year. I was like, you know, I got kind of frustrated putting the skins on and stuff, but I don't know why. It's just something about it looks like a poor man's Gucci or Louis. So I'm gonna go on and get one. I'm gonna go on and get one. There's something about it looks like a poor man's Louis. So I'm gonna go on and try it because, you know, I like messing with people. It's fun. So, Oh, well, I'm getting demonetized for drinking on camera. Oh well. Shout out to Big House, by the way. I don't know if Big House Productions is here, but if he sees the replay, shout out to him. Got the 4-pack or the 3-flavor pack. Iced coffee Blue Moon is really good. It's really good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got on the S21. I mean, like I said, I'm kind of staying. I'm gonna reserve a lot of words for next week's stream because really want to get into it after I get the phone in my hand. And I'm dedicated, folks. I'm dedicated. I'm getting up in the morning at 0500 to go to Georgia to the Pope and get back home by noon so I can get the phone unboxed and put it on this desk for the camera and get it out to y'all on the tube. So we're gonna make it happen. Let's see. The Snowman Can. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you here. I have seen the Snowman Can in a couple of clubhouse rooms. So hey, good to see you here, man. Glad to see you here. Tech with Me says I have the S21 right here and it's pretty light. Let's see. Michael Pepper Tech said people complained about the Pixel 5 and I loved it. Wife doesn't care, so that's all that matters to me. Hey, there you go. There you go. That's all that matters. A lot of people said that they feel like the Note 20 Ultra's glass back feels better. My wife loves her Note 20 Ultra, so we'll see. I would like to compare them side by side because you can't really get a good feel for something in the store when it's tethered. You know, like you're trying to pick it up and it's like grabbing this thing. You're like, I want to pick up the phone and play with it. Oh, no, can't do that because I'm picking up the whole extendo elastic thingy when I try to pick it up. So I hope that getting the phone in hand will be a little bit better of an experience and change my mind about the way that I feel about the phone right now. Because I did enjoy last year's S20 Ultra. I really did. I just hated that goddamn camera. Hated that camera. Tech UX is in the building. What up, Tech UX? Said, what's up, Mike and good folks? Mike didn't appreciate the Glastic back. No, I didn't appreciate it. Didn't appreciate it. I did not like the Glastic back. Hey, Miss Sheila, sliding in late. How you doing? Welcome, Miss Sheila. Hey, D Mims is in the house. What up, bro? D Mims, what up? What up? D Mims, you're gonna be passing me in no time, bro. I know you is. You're gonna be passing me in no time. If y'all ain't subscribed to D Mims, go hit that man up. That man's so close to 1,000, it ain't even funny. S21 UK. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Tech with Me says the S21 isn't terrible. I like the flat display, but when I pick up my iPhone 12 Pro, my iPhone just feels better. It just feels better. Now, here's the thing with that. So, Tech with Me, I'm gonna leave your comment up for a second because here's my thing with that. Does it feel better because it's stainless steel, which is heavier, and the glass is a little bit different on the back? Because I don't even have to have the phone in my hand to know that I do like the way that this thing feels on the back compared to the way that the back of the 11 Pro Max, not 11 Pro Max, the S21. The S21 Ultra feels a lot more slippery than the back of this one does with the matte texture. But that's also because I've been using this for over 2 months. When I first pulled this out of the box, it wasn't as grippy as it is. Oh Lord, didn't mean for that to go off in your ear. It wasn't as grippy as it is now. It was very slippery, if that makes any sense. But I do feel like I understand where you're coming from, Tech with Me. I get where you're coming from. It should feel, but see, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is the S21 should not feel the same as an iPhone 12 Pro. It shouldn't. You got plastic, and aluminum versus stainless steel and heavy glass. I don't think that that's an issue. But, and I see Juan's comment just popped up on StreamYard. I'm going to address that because me and Juan low-key feel the same way. So Charlene said, congrats. Thank you, Charlene. I appreciate it very much for the congratulations. Let's see. So Snowman Can said S21's Ultra back feels identical to the 11 Pro Max. I dig it. Hey, that's what's up. So let's see. Ooh. All right. D-Mem said, nah, we both about to knock this out. Hey, strong all day, big dog. So Motech UX said, ain't nothing like stainless steel, no going back once you get it. Note 20 Ultra feels unbalanced, top heavy. Well, Eric said, I got no there, just get your favorite color on the phone, and you're going to get a really nice, slippery, though grippy case and problem solved. That the grip case is pretty good. Indeed, it is. So it's just it being heavier that feels better. I need to feel the S21 Ultra and see how that feels. There you go. So Juan said, I'd be a lot happier with Samsung going plastic if it was a high quality polycarb like the Sony or an old Lumia. So Juan, I completely agree. Honestly, this is my thing with cell phones today. The body of the phone, glass versus plastic, does not make a difference to me. It doesn't. As long as the screen, the cameras, and the software experience is the same, I don't really care about the difference. I really don't. And I also would not mind a plastic phone because in my profession, I don't have it on here right now, but I usually keep an OtterBox or a really heavy duty case on my phones because I can't tell you how many times I've had the phone in my hand, put it on the steering wheel because I'm parked or something, and then I get up and it's like, oh crap, I knocked the phone off the steering wheel. My phone just took a 6 foot drop to the bottom of the truck, and it's happened more times than you can imagine. It's happened a lot. I think I've dropped every single phone I've ever had out of my truck. So it's just kind of one of those things that comes with the territory. So for the times where, like tomorrow, I'm getting the S21, but I don't have a case for it yet. So if I carry that out of the house tomorrow and it drops, I'm not going to be as scared because it's plastic, but I'm still going to be scared because I don't want to drop and damage a brand new phone with no case. So I get where Juan is going with that. I wouldn't mind that at all because I mean the Note 4 was plastic, and that was one of the most solid feeling phones I've ever. I love the Note 4. Like I loved the Note 4 so much. I love that phone. I had that phone. That was, matter of fact, me and my wife were talking about this. The white Note 4 was the only phone since 2014 that I held for at least 2 years. Other than that, I've constantly switched and changed because I'm a techie with the problem. So let's see. Let me catch up on the chat. I hate the plastic trying to look like shiny glass. Indeed. I hate shiny glass. I hate shiny glass. I'm so glad that everybody's going in the matte direction, but still. iPhone did the matte back the best. Hey, Tech Level Mama, thank you for the congratulations as well. So let's see. Me too. I agree. I remember this old HTC One X I had back in the day. I love the plastic on that one. JCC said, if you look at the things plastic today that Samsung uses today, seems better than the plastic of years ago. Using a soap guard skin on my Note 20 Ultra and iPhone 12, so it's no problem for me how they feel without a skin. There you go. Let's see. Juan said, I don't like the glossy though because it feels tackier on my fingers and it ages really poorly where matte polycarb wears better. This is very true. Hello, babe. Best phone ever. She had a Note 4 for a long time. Hey, Joseph Hardison is in the house. What's up, everyone? Hey, Joseph, all good? No worries, brother. No worries. Appreciate you coming through, man. Snowman said, I agree regarding the Note 4, such a good phone. I won't mind a good quality plastic bag phone. I find that I'm too concerned about my Note 10 Plus, even though it is in the case. You know, Charlene, I do the same thing. So dig this, Charlene. I feel you because this thing, I usually like when I want to carry it in my pocket, I'll keep it in like a Rinky Fusion case, the camo edition, right? So I had it in my hand. I'm walking into the truck stop like this. I'm looking at it, I'm whatever, blah, 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 blah. And the next thing I know, I tripped. Like I literally tripped on my feet. For those of y'all that don't know, my nickname is Tech Feet Mike because I wear anywhere from a 13 to a 14 in shoes. Do what you will with that. Clown me in the chat. It is what it is. I have boats for feet. So I tripped over my boot and I'm like, phone fell out of my hand. It literally hit the ground. And when it hit the ground, it was like, bam, 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 bam. My heart dropped. In my mind, I was like, I got a screen protector on it, right? I got a tempered glass screen protector on it. It's in a case. It's stainless steel. In my mind, I was like, I should be fine. But my heart literally dropped. When the phone hit the ground, I was like, oh, it was like, I thought, oh my God, my phone's finna break. My phone's broken. And now I have to explain to my wife how I have to go file an AppleCare claim because my phone broke. And yeah, it just wasn't a good feeling. So I do think that I do think moving back towards polycarbonate would be nice because it might give us that protection of kind of having, like a peace of mind. Like, yeah, I've got a case on it, but I'm not really too worried about the glass shattering because, it is what it is. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. Hey, El Jefe is in the building. Tech Feet Mike. Good to see you, Jeff. Good to see you. Hey, Omar is in the house. What's up, Omar? How's it going? How's it going? So Raymond said I have a matte back phone and matte glass screen protector. Fingerprints drive me crazy. Raymond, I tried the matte glass screen protector on my phone and I just wasn't really feeling it like that. It didn't do it for me. So Omar said, which microphone do you use in camera? Omar, this is the Rode Pod mic connected to the Rode Procaster interface with the Blue Yeti boom arm, the Blue Compass boom arm. And I also have the EOS R with the 24 to 105 millimeter kit lens right now. We are broadcasting in a crispy 1080p. I hope it's crispy. Big Feet Gang in the building. Yes, sir. I ain't got no shoes on right now, and I ain't finna hold my feet up. Finna broken. Tech Valor is the best. So Note 4, I never use phones in cases. Then I wrecked the Note 5. Now phones are basically incomplete. I used the Note 5, and the Note 5 was nice, but it felt like such a downgrade. It felt like such a downgrade coming from the Note 4. And that's just me. It just didn't. It hurt my soul. So, are you okay with paying the same price for polycarb? No, I'm not. I'm not. Now, if they go to polycarbonate on the upper echelon flagship models, it needs to drop in price because I'm not paying for the minerals and minerals. I'm not paying for the materials being used in a glass production phone. So personally, I think that they should drop the price. If they do that, I think they should drop the price. I'm not putting that comment up. I see you, Ivan. I see what you did there. It's funny how your brain quickly thinks of all the things phone related, the what if and such, all in like 3 seconds. Isn't it though? Isn't it? Like, you don't really think about it until it happens to you. You don't really think about it until it happens. So is the fear of breaking the phone greater today with prices of $1,000 versus prices years ago? No, I've always been afraid. I've always been afraid of breaking my phone. I've never, ever been comfortable with breaking my phone. The only thing is now, now I find myself more in tune with the idea of, okay, if I break it, I gotta pay for it. Versus back then, it was like, oh, I'm on my mama phone plan because my mama been with Singular since they was Bell South, since they was something before Bell South. So now it's AT&T, obviously, but yeah, I was with her for a long time, so it was like, oh, she got that good insurance. If I drop the phone and break the screen and break the back and the battery pop out, remember when we had interchangeable batteries? Can we just have a moment of silence for interchangeable batteries? Okay. Yeah, I didn't care. I can get a phone replaced like that, so it wasn't a big deal for me. Omar, to answer your question, yes, I am getting the S21 Ultra. Hey, Snowman said he got to head out. See you in Clubhouse. We'll see you over in them Clubhouse streets, brother. So yes, I am getting an S21 Ultra. It will be here, supposed to be here by the 9th, but I got an email saying that it might come sooner. So we will see if it comes sooner. But if it doesn't, it will be here. Yeah. Are we putting F's in the chats for removable battery? Put an F in the chat for removable battery. Let us all remember the removable battery together. So Alexis Thomas said, I might be petty, but I think the odd number Samsung phones are test phones. I thought that said best phone. Interesting. We may have to talk about this after the stream. I have to consider. All right. Joseph said Bell South was the original in the South, and then it was Singular, and now AT&T. Okay. I didn't know if it was something before Bell South, Joseph. I just know she's been with them that long. Like, and I don't know how she did it. It was like, no, I do know how she did it. I do know how she did it because they changed the Singular like the mid 2000s, like 05, 06 or something like, or 04. It was like right when they changed. And then they changed to uh they changed to the what's the one I'm looking for? AT&T, like I think after '07, because that's when I graduated high school, and that's what I had. But yeah, I remember having the old Nokia, whatever number it was, where you could play Snake on it. You had to T9 text, and it didn't have a color screen. Then I remember I got one with the color screen, and I thought, oh man, I'm you can't tell me nothing at all. And you can't tell me nothing. And then my sophomore year, my mom and dad decided they were going to be nice to me, and they got me a Nokia Engage QD. Y'all remember that? Like, y'all remember the Engage phone? Got an Engage QD. And I got in so much trouble at school because everybody would always be like, you know, if you have my teachers, some of my teachers was cool. Like, be like, all right, we done for the day. We ain't got nothing else to do. You can pull your Game Boy out or something like that. They didn't really care like that. Some of them didn't care like that. So everybody else is like pulling out, is like trying to figure out how they can sneak their phone. So y'all know how we used to do where you had a phone like this. You be texting on your phone, but you don't want nobody to see it. Man, I pull that thing out, and they'll be like, you can't have your phone in here. I'm like, it's not a phone. It's a game system. So I enjoyed that phone a lot. Lots of F's in the chat for the removable battery. Never been okay with dropping my phone, good insurance or not. Sometimes backups, miss things, or issues with restoring, or the wait for the replacement is a pain. Tech UX said, I think she's right. My S3 and S5 both sucked after a year. Hey, BG Tech Life, what's good, man? What's good, bro? Also, appreciate the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Cup of coffee. I will raise your cup of coffee with an iced coffee beer. Appreciate that, brother. The HTC Thunderbolt was everything. So I didn't like the Thunderbolt. You know what phone I did like from HTC, though? The Incredible 2. The HTC Incredible 2 was such a dope phone. Such a dope phone. I think that was one of the first phones with the double flash, or maybe the first Incredible had the double flash, but the Incredible had that double flash, had like the Snapchat filters before they were filters. I miss HTC's what was it, Sense UI? Is that what it is? Sense UI? I miss that, man. So I see Alexis and D-Mims are having a conversation. Michael Pepper Talk's having a conversation as well. JC said T9 text when it took half a day to send a text. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. So Joseph said 404 was the original area code for the South before the 770 and 678. Right. I do remember that, Joseph. I do remember that. I do remember that. So yeah, it was Sense. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I miss, man. Sense, and I remember they used to have like the little flippy clock at the top. Sense UI was really dope. Sense UI. That Droid DNA, yes, bro. That Droid DNA was hard, man. I think Android. I feel like nowadays everybody and their mama is like really just, when you think Android, everybody thinks Samsung. Some people think Google, some think LG, and some think Motorola. But most average people, average consumers, I hate saying it like that, but it is what it is. When you say Android, they just automatically think Samsung. It is what it is. It's like, hey, you got your Droid or you got your Android, Samsung. But back in the day when Android was like, boy, when Android first came out the gate swinging, trying to win the race, man, Motorola Droid Turbo, Droid X. You had all the Motorola Droid phones. You had all the HTC joints, the Incredible, the Thunderbolt, the Dream, the MyTouch. I mean, the HTC HD2 that dual booted in Windows Mobile and in Android. You had LG was in the game with so much. So yeah, I had the Sidekick with Android. Like, man, like back in the day, and the Evo, like BG Tech Life just said, you had the Evo too. Motorola had the sliding phones. Like, dog, back in the day, it was like Android was like the wild, wild west, man. Like, you could find a phone almost guaranteed for what you wanted. You want a keyboard? They got a phone. You want a keyboard and a nice screen? They got a phone. You just want a nice big screen? They got a phone. You want multiple cameras? They got one. Like, Android used to be the, man, dog, let me tell you something. I was a Craig. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about anybody watching in the chat. And if you were, put a C in the chat. No, don't put a C in the chat because y'all might not be like me. But back in the day, I was a Craigslist warrior, boy. Let me tell you something. I was a Craigslist warrior. If I had any thought to record videos back then like I do now, I would have probably had every single phone that dropped at one point in time. I would literally have a phone and I'd be like, I use it for like 3 months, put it on Craigslist, sell it, flip it, buy another one. That was my thing. And I had so many phones, dog. It was ridiculous. But it was because it was just so smooth and so easy. And that was back in the day before Craigslist became like, you was nervous for your life when you showed up to the grocery store parking lot. So remember how I hated holding the Galaxy S5? I hated the S5. I hated that phone. The S5 was, I don't know what it was about the S5, but it was just tacky to me. It looked like a Band-Aid. Looked like a Band-Aid. Let's see. That HTC clock widget was legendary. Big old facts. HTC had the UI game on lock until they lost their way. Most conflate Android with Samsung. HTC M9 was my favorite. Yo, one of my homeboys had the M9, and that was a really dope phone as well. HTC was a beast back in the early days. Every Android phone is basically the same. Say it again, Mike. It is. Before Android, it was BlackBerry. Before that, it was Palm. Man, the BlackBerry Bold with the OtterBox case with the little silicone wrap around the keyboard to keep the keyboard from getting dust in it. Man, let me tell you something. You couldn't tell me nothing. Was coming out of high school, thought I was a contractor out in these streets. Boy, I had that big old OtterBox on the side of my hip. I miss the Blackberries. Blackberry was my first smartphone I bought that I ever was like, I want to see what this thing is hitting on. I did have a Windows mobile phone. I had a Blackjack. A lot of people forget Windows Mobile. There was one Windows mobile phone that was like, it would slide up and then you could close it and then it would slide to the side too. I had that phone. That thing was really dope. Matter of fact, I think that was a Samsung phone. Samsung been trying stuff for like 15 years now. Okay, Miss Sheila says she doesn't think Samsung with Android, and she had a Samsung. Hey, Christopher Green. What up? What up, C Green? What up, bro? How you doing, man? Glad to see you still making great content. Hey, man, appreciate that, bro. Christopher Green is one of my good friends from high school from back in the day. That's my bro, man. Good to see you, bro. Phone was just $199 when you had an upgrade, and there was no payments. There was no payments. Listen, man, if y'all think about what we was getting back then for phones, y'all think about what we was getting for a phone for $500 for 2 years versus what we get now for $1,000, $1,300. We had it good. We had it good, damn it. We had it good. Yo, we had it good. I really hate to be that old dude, but like I be wanting to tell my little sister so bad. Like, man, you bet back in my day. Back in my day, we didn't have $40 payments every month for a phone. Back in my day, you paid your money up front. You worked hard for your phone and you bought it. And then you got the phone and the phone was good. That's back in my day. But man, D-Mem said Craigslist was my hustle. Big old facts, man. Big old facts. I miss, man, like I said, if Craigslist wasn't so shady now, like, man, let me tell you something. Back when I was in Middle Georgia, I swear to God, everybody knew my name. They knew my name. I shoot a message to somebody and I just be like, hey, this is Michael Thomas. Yeah, you the dude that had that HTC dream, didn't you? Yeah, that's me, man. That's me. You got that My Touch slide? You know, it was a hustle, man. It was a hustle. You'd be flipping phones, and next thing you know, you'd be flipping and actually making a little bit of money in the process. Sell this phone for 400 and you only and pocket that 100, go buy another one for 3, man. Woo, D-Mems. Man, D-Mems, man, me and D-Mems could go back and forth about that. Yep, S5 had that Band-Aid back. Y'all remember the Palm Pilot and the add-ons like the camera, printer connectors, remote adapter? I do remember that. I never had a chance to mess with one of those, but I do remember that. Latrell said, you had me thinking the stream was actually going to start at 2 in the morning. What? Why would it start at 2 in the morning? The Palm Pre was such a great phone. Basically, Qualcomm. The SD10/808 killed off the glory days of LG, Moto, Nexus, and HTC. All right, well, we see what Juan said. So let us all have a moment of silence for the devices that were killed off by the S10, by the 810 and the 808. All right. Because I used to, all right, so I'm going to ask this question in the chat, and I want everybody to drop it in the chat for me. Android specifically, obviously, because that's what we're talking about right now, right? Android specifically. If you could bring back one Android phone from circa 2009 to 2000 and I'll say 18 with today's specs, camera, everything, what would you bring? I know what mine is, and I'm gonna wait because I want to see what a few of y'all say, but mine I'm not gonna wait. Mine would be if I could get a Motorola Droid, I would probably say the Motorola Droid 4. That was when they had the big screen and they had the keyboard. They had just got the balance where it wasn't too thick, but it was nice enough, and they had a decent camera with the flash on it. If you gave me one of those with a Snapdragon 888 and all the other features in it, man, dog, that'd be my everyday driver. I'd have me a nice little iPhone mini just to keep up with iOS, and that's the daily driver right there. Point blank period. Point blank period. Motorola was one of the original cell phones. Joseph, my mama had the bag phone. So I know my mama had the bag phone, and then when she didn't have the bag phone, she had that one that looked like a boot when you held it up. Said I had the Palm Trio. I think I had a Trio. That's the one that had a little antenna on it, right? The little nub antenna. I love my Motorola Photon, but that is what Sprint called it. It had a DeX type feature too, and that was like 10 years ago. Yo, Tech Love and Mama, was the Photon the one that had the sliding keyboard? Because I messed with that one at one point in time. Remember when we was getting phones free with the line? Free people. Read that again. Remember when we was getting phones free with the line? You didn't have to drop a down payment. You didn't have to spend a certain amount up front. You didn't have to pay the taxes. The phone was free. Dog, we had it so good, man. We had it so good back in the day. So good. And the thing is, this was just 10 years ago. This was like just like between 5 and 10 years ago, it was like this. Now it's like, hey, Samsung has great trade-in deals. It's like, I hate it, man. I hate it. I hate what it has become. I remember I had an iPhone 5S, and I think I dropped $400 on that phone, and it was paid for. Like, it was paid for the whole 2 years that I had the phone. It was paid for. First smartphone I had was the BlackBerry Curve. That was a good one. I had that BlackBerry Pearl Flip. That was a good phone. All right, I'm gonna lower my level a little bit because I'm hoping my plosives are not too bad in y'all ear. But if it sounds too low, y'all let me know in the chat. TKM, I have to say you're one of the best, if not the best, of live streams. Solo streams are a challenge, and you're killing it. I appreciate you, Michael Peppertech. I try to do what I can. I just try to get on this thing and have a good time after a long day of work. Give you guys the best energy I can, and I try to look good doing it. But I got a hat on because and I got a wife, but I look broke, busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. So that's why I got the hat on right now. When I'm in the truck, I don't give a damn when I'm in the truck. But because I'm on camera for y'all, it is what it is. I paid $200 for my Note 4 with Sprint. I missed those days. Back in my day, AT&T was paying $199 for 2 years. Facts, man. There used to be 1-year contracts. Hey, Scoopafly is in the house. Bro, that was my on Craigslist. I've met up with the same people more than once. Still cool with someone to this day off of Craigslist. Hey, that's what's up, T. That's what's up. Yeah, it was one dude that I met off of Craigslist that me and him, we stopped dealing with Craigslist. We would just like text each other, and he'd be like, hey, you got such and such device? And I'd be like, nah, but I know somebody who got it. And we just, do the whole back and forth. So, all right, let me see. I'm gonna skip over a few comments so I can catch up here. All right, so let me read off what some of y'all said. So T said the HTC M8, great phone. Note 7, what the Note 7 could have been. What it could have been. The HTC M7, okay. Nexus, hands down. Now, which Nexus? Are you talking about the 6P, the 5? Which one? You got to clarify now. BlackBerry Passport. The Sony Z Ultra, the big boy that had a Google Play edition to it. Okay. Didn't Sony have a phone that was like wasn't it like a PSP? Like, didn't they have like a PSP phone or something like that? HTC Evo, that is the phone that I would bring back, or HTC M8. All right, that's 2 now for the M8. That's 2 for the M8. Let's see. Samsung Note, love that phone. A lot of Note lovers, man. Lethal Emperor, I see you, my man. Appreciate you being here, bro. Oh, BG Tech Life say he still has a Motorola Droid. Yo, so I would love to get to the point where I can collect old phones that I used to have back in the day. I just don't have the space for it, and I don't want to just have them piled up in the drawer over here. But I would love to be able to have certain phones from back in the day that, like, meant something to me, or like were a little bit, not sentimental, but I used them a lot, like, ah, man. Yeah, the Photon had the keyboard. Okay, I thought it did. My mama used to have a Samsung Intensity. Intensity? I feel like I know that phone, but I'm struggling with the image. My first mobile was a bag phone. Hey, Jason, see, you ain't old. That just means you classic, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters had bag phones back in the day. Free, but we paid on the back end on them plans. That's true. We did. We did. We did. Scoop coming in with the facts. Can't be mad at it. Because it's true. Because it's true. All right. Lord, y'all are moving quick. All right. Let's see. Let's go through this quick. My BlackBerry Bold. First smartphone I had was the OG Nexus. BlackBerry Curve was dope. TKM, goddammit. Galen, what you know about the Nexus 1? I'm so old, I do remember the bag phone, but my first was the NAC for those who old enough to remember those phones. Told you can't be trusted. Everyone else is a given. Okay, so my wife said I'm broke, busted, and disgusted, but I can be trusted. Okay, there you go. Galen said, I really wish I knew a lot about smartphones back then, Wayne. Why am I so animated when I'm on the exotic? Photon had the back stand, and you can add to the external laptop deck, slide out one to one. BlackBerry Passport, Nexus 5, love that phone. The only thing I used to hate about the phone, blah, 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 blah. I recall that. All right. If I didn't get to your comment, I'm sorry. You just need to be careful with old phones. Those batteries can be sketchy after a few years of sitting. And not only the battery, the degradation. I forgot what Mr. Mobile called it, but I watched all of his when phones were fun videos. And something when the rubber decomposes and it's all liquidy, it's all gooey, goo goo. Let's see. Got a Droid Razor as well. And he said I'm gonna use it for decor. Let's see. So Juan said, I'm running an old museum for my fave phones. All the old batteries making me nervous these days. Completely understand. Completely understand per El Jefe's comment. So, hey, also shout out to El Jefe, man. El Jefe, I don't know if you crossed it yet, but dude is like super close to 50K and he really should have been there a long time ago. So shout out to El Jefe for just big major shout out to him. And hope your brother is doing well, man. Hope your brother is recovering and doing well as well, El Jefe. Let's see. So Verizon commercial about Droid. I used to love those commercials, man. Be watching the commercial and you be trying to figure out what the heck is this? Like what am I looking at? Then all of a sudden, Droid. Like I used to love those commercials. Still have my very first phone, an Ericsson 628 with 5.7 megabytes of storage. I remember when Sony Ericsson teamed up in the States. They had some really good flip phones. Lethal Emperor said he owes me a $5 super chat, and then he gave me one. Lethal Emperor, thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my man. Latrell said that's to turn on my phone now so I can hear that Droid boot up sound. All right, so let's see. Hey, Big House is in the building. Big House, this one's for you, brother. Shout out to you. Was at the grocery store and I saw that party pack and I had to pick it up. All right, Tech UX, appreciate you for being here, brother. Got to head out. You guys have a good one. See you later, man. Thank you for being here, brother. Let's see. Yeah. He said, Troy. So this is what LaShawn said, and this is what Latrell said. Hey, Latrell said, you capping, big dog. He said, you capping. You gotta stop capping, man. So let's see. So, all right, not yet 49.1 and climbing. All right, man. Hopefully you'll get there soon, man, because you beyond deserving of it, man. Beyond deserving of it. Man. So that's the phone that everybody would bring back. Now, here's another question for you guys. What was your favorite, if you have one? I'm gonna tell you guys mine, but what was your favorite feature phone from back in the day? Mine was the LG NV Touch. The LG NV Touch was my favorite feature phone because it was the closest thing to, I might go over some of y'all heads with this one, but it was the closest thing to the Nokia communicator. So I used to always want a communicator, but they was way too expensive, out of my price range and out of my budget. But I was able to get an NV Touch through Verizon when I had Verizon, and I really love that phone, man. That phone was really dope. Hey, Eric said I hit 50K today. I'm so happy. Hey, congrats, Eric. Congrats to Easy Computer Solutions for hitting that 50K. Congrats to you, sir. We're gonna celebrate next Wednesday on Wired Wednesday or sooner, but I'll definitely celebrate, turn it up next Wednesday on Wired Wednesday. Big House said, yes, sir. Iced coffee. The Droid 4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Droid 4. Oh my God. Latrell said Little House. Y'all need to stop. Hey, that Lord Peachy is in the building. I thank you for the congratulations, sir. I thank you, sir. Let's see. Favorite feature phone, T-Mobile Sidekick. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, man. I love the NV Touch. I did like the Engage QD, but I also I really like that NV Touch. It was something about closing the phone and having the screen on the outside and then open it up and having a full keyboard and screen with the stereo speakers. I think that's why the Fold intrigues me so much, but I just I'm still on the fence about the Fold right now. I'm just holding off for the 3 because for as y'all heard me say, I drop phones out of the truck all the time. That phone would have to stay in the mount. But then again, the problem with that is I mess around and I mess around and be like a day like today where I had my window down because it was cool outside and there's nothing but dust flying in the truck. And I was like, so like, it is what it is. So let's see. Got to be the T-Mobile G1, the phone chilling in my crate of phones right now. You got the classic joint. You got that classic joint. Ah. Never forget. Kelly Rowland was mad she didn't get a text on a Nokia communicator in the video that she sent through Excel. Scoop, send me the link to that because I don't remember seeing that, and that is hilarious. So I regret getting rid of my HTC G1 phone. It's a lot of phones that I regret getting rid of, man. Real talk. It's a lot of phones that I regret getting rid of. Michael Pepper said, my parents had the LG Cosmos or Expression before they went to iPhone. That was a cool phone. The chocolate was smooth too. The LG chocolate. I remember that phone. I had the LG, not the LG, but that the Samsung. What was the Samsung phone that it was a Samsung phone that is Mr. Mobile covered it. I don't think it was the Envy, but it was the music phone. I had that phone at one point. Hated it. It was way too small. So sounds like you need a dad case to Thickums OtterBox. Hey, I rock OtterBoxes, the trail. So there you go. All right, so let's see. We are at 49 minutes and 34 seconds. So we're going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So last question I have for everybody. How y'all feeling about these S21 so far, man? And not just the S21, but how are y'all feeling about the scope of 2021 so far? The S line is usually what starts us off. It's usually what gets us going. We got the OnePlus 9 Pro around the corner. We got hopefully some LG phones around the corner as well if LG doesn't go under. We got quite a few things around the corner, but Samsung always seems to kind of start off the year, and we always hear the typical it's the best phone of the year, blah blah blah, whatever. So I'm just curious, like, is anybody really excited about these phones now that they're actually here? And if you haven't been watching reviews, you haven't been looking at it, then that's fine, cool. But I just want to know if anybody is really excited about them because I just don't. I don't know. I don't get that overwhelming sense of like like I did last year when the S20 was announced. So I'm just curious. Just curious about it. Um, I know one thing I did want to talk about was the Xperia Pro. I did want to talk about the Xperia Pro. And Juan was in the building. Don't know if he's still here, but Juan was in the building. I watched his video. I watched both the videos that he put out on that phone recently. And the Xperia Pro, there's a lot of like frustration around that phone because of the price point. But I just personally I'm not going to say I don't see a problem with the price cuz I get where they're going with it. It's literally what I looked at it as. I look at the Xperia Pro like this, right? If I had the money as a truck driver, if I had the money, and let's just say I wasn't coming home every day like I do right now, which, sometimes I don't come home every day. But if I wasn't coming home every day and I was actually on the road, out on the road or whatever, a Sony camera with an Xperia Pro and coupled with a fairly decent, powerful computer, or maybe even just a tablet or an external display for the Xperia Pro, I truly feel like that could be the one-stop shop live stream setup. I was really impressed when I was watching this video of the quality, that he was getting out of his camera, and the fact that his phone was the monitor. Like it was like that was insane to me. And of course, I could do that with my Canon. I can do the Canon Connect and stuff like that, but it's not the same. Like it's not the same. So um I don't know. Like I like the phone, but it's like Scoop said, it's not for most people. It's not for most people, and they know that, and Sony knows that. And like I said, that is a phone where if I had the money, like if I had the budget, where I was like, I want a phone that can do everything. It can be my personal communicator. It can be my camera when I don't have my camera. It can be my live stream setup. It can be my modem and stuff. Like I want to, if I wanted a phone that can do all of that, yeah, I'd be willing to pay the money for it, because you got to look at what you're getting. So that that phone intrigues me. Doesn't intrigue me enough to go buy it, because it's not for me. It's not for me personally, but it does intrigue me to an extent to where I'm enjoying the videos um that I've been watching. And when Juan brought up he brought up the NFL, and they're using the cameras on the field. Part of me wonders, are they already doing that when you know they're coming up to the players with the cameras on? So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool phone. It's a pretty interesting phone. For $2,500, it is expensive. It is expensive, but I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Like, you can't really argue with it. It is what it is, unfortunately. All right, so let me catch up real quick. TCL 20 series is looking nice for the prices and offerings. I am hoping to get my hands on a TCL device this year. I really am, just because I want to see what they're hitting on. A lot of people last year said they were trash and they weren't that good. I want to try one for myself and see what it feels like. Pause. But hopefully, I'll get a TCL 20 this year, or 20 series device this year, and give it a shot. Wondering what companies are going to do with this 870. So here's a question for everybody. Is it true that the 870 is just the 865 plus and the 860, or is it true that the 865 plus was just an underclocked 870? I just want to clarify that before I say anything about it. LaShawn said, I'm not excited. I know he's talking about the S21. Okay. So let's catch up. Let's catch up. TK Bay is going to be streaming tonight. Yeah, TK will be streaming later on tonight. Juan said, I've been working in broadcast for almost a decade. It's going to be a solid option for journalists. No doubt. No doubt. 512 gigabytes of stock with SD card space. Space. Exactly. Exactly. And while we're talking about SD card, can we just have another moment of silence tonight for the SD card no longer being on Samsung devices? All right. Let's see. It needs something more groundbreaking for 2,500 for that price. I need at least 5 years of support. But see, that's the thing though. So Mims, you got to ask yourself the question: what is more groundbreaking than a phone having a dedicated HDMI input that is literally dedicated to creative professionals, journalists, people that need that one-stop shop? What is better? There are people right now who have to carry their laptop to be able to do a stream, or they carry an iPad or something like that. But if you can pull out your phone just as easily as I can pick this up while I'm doing the stream, and pull and turn it around, if you have the phone and the camera, I mean, it's literally a one-stop shop. So it's like I said, for 2,500, the price is high, but the thing is, it wasn't made for us. That's why we feel like the price is high, because it wasn't made for us. But I'm playing devil's advocate. I see the other side of it, and I feel like, yeah, the price is high, but if I had a Sony A7S III and I had the money to spend $2,500 on the phone, and I wanted that one-stop shop, me being in my truck, that might be the perfect setup for, like, okay, I'm in the truck tonight, but it's a Thursday night. I got to do my live stream. Bam, pull out the phone, pull out the phone, pull out the phone, and just run with it. Just run with it. It is what it is. So, you know, it's like I said, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And like Scoop said, the Xperia will be a one-stop tool for a Sony-based multimedia user. So let's see. Nah, yeah. I was about to say that to get the equivalent setup, you're looking at 3,000 to maybe 4,000. Nah, I would say to get the equivalent setup, because you got to think you got to get a modem, monitor, you got to get everything like that. Yeah, about 3,000 is the minimum. So, and facts. So I see what Juan said. I see Michael said the major change Snapdragon 870 brings over the 860 is a higher clock prime Cairo at 3.2 gigahertz. Got that part. Snapdragon 870 also brings support for Bluetooth 5.2, while the 865 and 865 Plus supports 5.1. The rest of the features of the sets remains the same. Okay, gotcha. So minute differences. That's what it sounds like. Very minute. Juan said, I needed to flip me a couple eggs in the morning at least. Said anyone cloud on the Xperia Pro has never had to run remote camera. Get that load is heavy. Indeed, I believe it is. I believe you, Juan. I will not argue with you at all. Here's the thing to get the I already okay because you can stream it to the truck at live NFL games. That being said, even with how much I clown it, like you said, it interests me more than I can say for any other phone released in recent years. The phone's aspect ratio is kind of weird, though. Would you want that as a monitor? I don't know. Definitely out of my league. So you're right. Now I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you this now. It does have its kinks and its quirks. I mean, I watched, like I said, I've watched every video Juan has put out on it so far, and I also watched Mission Mobile's video, and there are kinks and quirks to it, but I still feel like it's the one stop shop. If you're a Sony camera user and you do a lot of remote work, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. It is literally it's almost like how minimalists say they want one of this, so they don't want a bunch of extra stuff. It's literally a one-stop shop. Buy that phone and pair it with your Sony camera, you boom, you're good to go. At 2,500, I would probably want to see it maybe come down in price before I would look at possibly wanting to get one. But I also don't have a Sony camera, so I don't really need to go look for one. Let's see. What about the widescreen Sony phones made for movies? What do you think about that? Are you talking about the ones with the very tall aspect ratio? It was like 21:9. I think that's what it is. Um, I think it's 21:9. I don't have a problem with them. I like tall phones. I actually prefer tall phones versus I prefer tall I prefer tall and easier to hold phones that can do like one-handed usage over something like this. This now I will say people do talk about how wide this phone is, and it is a wide phone. Like I can palm a basketball with my hands, but it is a wide phone. Like there's no getting around it. And sometimes one-handed use is kind of, kind of funky, but I can deal with it. It doesn't bother me. I can deal with it. So all right, folks, it is in the words of Mr. 50,000, Easy Computer Solutions, the tech preacher, we done reached the top of the hour. It is 10 o'clock, and I'm about to go ahead and bounce on up out of here. I want to thank everybody for coming through tonight for another edition of Thursday Night with Tech King Mike. Also just want to say thank you guys for, kind of bearing with me last week. Had a lot of stuff going on last week, and just mentally was not in the space needed to be in to do this stream. I want to give y'all the best energy I can when I do these streams. So definitely didn't want to do a stream and you guys be like, man, the energy just ain't where it need to be. So appreciate everybody for understanding, and we back in the mix. We back in the mix. We rocking it. So we'll see you guys next Thursday for another Thursday night with Tech King Mike. Tomorrow night, the Ignorant Hours over at Holla at Your Boys channel. So make sure y'all go check that out. In the mix, in the building. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this count down with this smooth beat play. And I will see y'all next Thursday, man. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch y'all later.